Okay, you guys ready? Watch.
Oh, did you do the drop bomb or?
Hey, what's going on, guys? My name is KarQ, and today we are joined by Mr. D.va himself, Emong.
Hey guys, my name is Emong and I am a competitive Overwatch player who has played professionally with Selfless Gaming and I now stream full-time.
We've worked together to bring you one D.va tip versus every hero, a highly requested character, and we're here to deliver. So let's begin. Let's start off by teaching you an uncommon D.va mechanic.
Most D.va players know that you can cancel your boosters with melee, allowing you to do a quick burst damage of 25 from the boop and 30 from the melee. However, it is actually possible to melee without cancel in your flight. The trick to it is to begin your booster jet and melee immediately. If you're too slow, it will end up cancel on the flight. This means D.va has an even higher burst potential than you probably thought because she can now do 25 from the boop, 30 from the first melee, and another 30 from a melee at the end without even factoring in your primary fire and micro missiles. This initial burst damage means that you can bait out crucial cooldowns such as deflect and recall without committing your micro missiles. It requires really good flight control, but if you master it, you will find yourself dictating the pace of the fights.
And with that, let's begin the matchups.
Doomfist Rocket Punch is a big part of his burst, so what I recommend is to fly over him to dodge it and then go for a burst combo with your missiles. It seems simple, but it's very important because avoiding the damage will also prevent him from building his shields, making him easier to eliminate. When Genji uses his Dragon Blade, it is crucial for you to use your boosters into him and boop him away from his target. Doing this reduces the chances of him confirming a kill for a dash reset, which can lower the impact his ultimate has. Another quick tip is that I generally try to stop myself from using micro missiles until I see his deflect come out. When McCree channels High Noon, a lot of divas instinctively matrix immediately and fly towards him. However, good McCrees usually expect this and won't fire until they see your matrix time out. So what you want to do is time it accordingly. When you hear the High Noon sound, wait a brief moment before using defense matrix because the skulls take time to ramp up. Additionally, you can fly into his face and cover his screen and actually body block him from doing any damage to your teammates even if he has the skulls up at the expense of your mech. If Farah barrages, fly into her with your defense matrix and use micro missiles if available. Even if matrix runs out, get up in her face because the rockets will deal splash damage and she'll eliminate herself. Against Reaper, you should threaten him with some damage to force out his Wraith form cooldown without using micro missiles, so when he comes out of it you have a burst combo available. Against Soldier, boop him out of the biotic field when dueling him. Also do your best to matrix his visor, even if it runs out, try to stand in front of him to body block so he can't aim lock onto anyone else. Essentially, you should be the punching bag for your team as best as possible to prevent any of your squishies from dying. If you know Sombra is invisible around you, fly around and use your rockets to try and find her. If you hear or see her hacking anything, try your best to shoot her to stop it from going through no matter the distance. Against Tracer, the best thing you can do is time your defense matrix during her attack and reload cycles to maximize your matrix uptime. To properly take down Bastion, you need to work with your team to dive together because you can only shoot one person at a time. When engaging a Bastion with your team, your job is to use your micro missiles with defense matrix to output a little damage while eating all his bullets so everyone else can kill him freely. When you hear Hanzo channel his ultimate, there is a voice line right before the arrow shoots out. Listen for it, fly into him, and matrix to eat it. Against Junkrat, you can eat both his mines. Prioritize that over anything else and use your rockets to take him out quickly because he has a large hitbox. You can also eat his balls when he dies. Mei is able to freeze you even with defense matrix up, so you can turn around 180 degrees to avoid being headshot since D.va's head hitbox is front and center. Remember that since your primary fires technically hit scan shotguns, the slightest bit of damage while he's building up his turret will slow it down since he has to repair it first. Also, a lot of people don't know this, but when he's using his Molten Core, don't be afraid to focus and kill him first because the moment he dies, his level 3 turret reverts back to level 2. Against Widow, it's all about trying to close as much distance onto her without using your booster and eventually engaging her to either burst her down or force her to grapple away. In a D.va 1v1, whoever hits more micro missiles wins, so you need to save enough matrix to eat it. There's no reload time, so you're always holding primary fire unless you see those missiles come out. Wait for Orisa to use her Fortify, and she should be a very easy target. If she goes back and forth between a shield, make sure to manage defense matrix and use melee to put damage into her. Against Reinhardt, you can boop him in his charge to push him away from a target. Just be careful not to get in front unless it's to save one of your teammates. Against Roadhog, be sure to matrix anyone he hooks and time it so you minimize wasting its uptime. If you're out of matrix, you can boop him instead when he's about to shoot so you throw off his aim. Use your booster jet into Winston as he leaps to knock him back down. This is a huge counter to stop his initiation and to also stop his jump pack damage. When playing against this Zarya, make sure to play more of a flank-style D.Va and pressure her while she's focusing your team. One of the easiest ways to eat grabs is by pressuring her personal bubble early on and then using defense matrix after putting in a lot of damage, as most Zaryas will try to panic ult when they feel pressure. I got the grab, we're good. What I like to do against Ana is fly into her to begin pressuring her. Right after this, most Anas panic and throw a sleep or a nade. This is when you flash your matrix and eat it. For sleep dart specifically, you can react to the wind up animation, so don't get caught with your pants down. Against Lucio, you can hold down your primary fire against him. This actually reduces your knockback distance because it grounds your character. Additionally, you can fly into him if he's wall riding and then circles to boop him off. Mercy is a complicated hero. Against Mercy, boop her off or res to cancel it. Against Symmetra, boosters can deal damage, so you can fly into the sentry nest to destroy them all for your team. Also, it is a viable tactic to launch a D.Va bomb close to the teleporter or shield generator, since it provides so much value to the enemy team if you don't have a reliable teammate to take it out. Do it close though, because good Symmetras will use Photon Barrier to block it out. You are a huge counter to Moira because you can completely eat her orb, which is one of the primary aspects of her kit. Additionally, her Biotic Grasp is extremely ineffective against armor, so engage her if you're above your armor threshold. Against Zenyatta, if you see him charging his secondary fire, there is a travel time for the projectile, so you can react with Defense Matrix. Zenyatta is a priority target for D.Va because he has a very unforgiving hitbox, and using your rockets and missiles can essentially one-shot combo him.
Thank you so much, Emong, for joining me on this episode. Hope you guys enjoyed that one. Check out his stream and YouTube links down below, and I'll see you guys next time.
Thank you for having me, CarQ. You can find me at twitch.tv/emong and youtube.com/emong.